Hey y'all, so I wrote this piece last week just driving in my car and thinking and reflecting on past experiences and words started flowing, the story started to develop and out came this poem. And I decided to put it out here because I want women to not feel dragged down by stereotypes or being felt like they have to be put in a box or they have to live up to people's expectations or even just perceptions of the way that they should live their life. I feel like we should be able to live our truth no matter what that truth is. And it's not going to be the same for everybody, and that's a reality we all have to accept. So this piece is called Pretending. Sometimes I pretend. I used to pretend that I was scared of heights because I wanted to fit in and it was normalized. Yet on the inside, I knew that I loved the thrill of it all. I loved being shot up as high as I could, and I enjoyed the freedom of the fall. Sometimes I pretended to have emotions that weren't there because when people see that you're cold, you're distant, they act like you're a psychopath. But for me, I just didn't care. I said sorry when I didn't mean it. I smiled and I was polite, although feeling defeated. I told people their babies were cute, although they looked kind of creepy. I pretended that it was draining when I actively decided to hate one of my friends, but it was quite easy. I slept just fine at night because I wanted her to feel the guilt of betraying me. I promise I'm not a sociopath. I do have emotions. I even took a test. I'm just built differently, and I'm not going to allow social norms to let you look at me funny. Even when I got my heart broken, I pretended I wasn't hurt. I had to give myself time and feel everything on my own, and that was the hardest lesson I learned. I spent the first half of my life feeling like I didn't feel emotions enough, and now I'm in this phase where I feel like I'm feeling them too much. I gave my heart to him, not just once, not just twice, maybe 3 times, but I stopped counting because that last time inevitably drowned me. I thought he was my end game, but he chose another. So I'm sitting here single and alone watching him propose to her. I wanted to be sad because that's what I was supposed to be, but in reality, I was angry. I asked God to destroy his wedding. Yes, I'm one of those crazy chicks, but I also have dignity. And I also had to accept the fact that I was stupid because I allowed his words and his emotions to once again seduce me. Listening to Amy Winehouse's song, Tears Dry on Their Own, the words filled my head and hovered over me like a drone. She says, we could have never had it all. We had to hit a wall. So this is the inevitable withdrawal. That's when I realized that I was still pretending. I was pretending that I was still hung up on this man. I was pretending that I was still heartbroken, and I was pretending because I needed to be the victim in some aspect of my life because I could no longer see myself being anybody's wife. I pretended that I needed to get married because it was the normal thing to do. I do enjoy companionship. I do, but marriage being a requirement had me feeling like a fool. Yes, I'm in a relationship with Jesus. No, I'm not bitter, you see, because I'm obsessed with my career and chasing my dreams. No, I'm not closed off to love. Yes, I'm open to the thought of marriage, but I'm not looking for it. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks, how he feels about what happened between us. Does he feel guilt? Does he feel anything? Over 10 years, it was mutual love and not just lust. But don't worry, I won't spill the secrets and the private conversations we had. Just know that you hurt a writer, and I hope you feel bad. This is how I process. This is how I heal. This is how I release. This time it's a little bit more public, but whatever helps me sleep at night. Capiche?